In the event of nuclear attacks, you'd want to wait out the fallout and dangers that live above for as long as possible. Well, maybe Vault 11 could be the destination for you. Starting the people conquered in Sanctuary Hills saw so on October 23rd, 2077. Vault 111 is located right outside Sanctuary Hills. It was made for Vault-Tec to observe the effects of cryogenic suspended animation for a long period of time. When the bombs dropped, the dwellers were rushed to the entrance to get their vault suits and cryopods, and in here you can see the cryogenic pods the unsuspecting vault dwellers got in. These pods were said to decontaminate the dwellers before they went further. The vault was to remain sealed for at least 180 days after the cryogenics started, so the potential first opening of the vault would have been on April 21st, 2078. The vault would open on getting an all-clear signal from Vault-Tec or the Overseer's discretion. The Overseer has messages about this for him in his terminal. However, after 180 days, there was no word from Vault-Tec to open up the vault and end the experiment. Here is the all-clear message in the operations protocol manual. Following a nuclear event, Vault-Tec will monitor hazards such as radiation levels, enemy invasion, subsequent attacks, and other factors. When conditions are deemed safe, this terminal will receive an all-clear notice. Upon receiving the all-clear notice, Vault-Tec personnel may be evacuated at the Overseer's discretion. Disregard any notices from organizations or individuals not associated with Vault-Tec, including government and military. Residents are not to be disrupted or evacuated. Vault-Tec will attend to their needs remotely once Vault 11 staff has been evacuated. And then here is the mandatory shelter message. Vault 111 is classified as a short-term assignment. Non-resident personnel are expected to carry out research duties and basic maintenance of the vault while awaiting the all-clear signal to evacuate. In the absence of an all-clear message from Vault-Tec, the Overseer may elect to evacuate staff after mandatory shelter. Period of the 180 days of containment. Under no circumstance may Vault 111 staff evacuate during the shelter period, unless receiving the all-clear message from Vault-Tec. Vault 111 had limited supplies due to the experiment. I mean, who really needs years of food and water if you're going to be in the vault for 180 days around? So after 180 days with no all-clear signal, Vault Security requested the Overseer to unseal the vault. But the Overseer refused, stating the radiation outside is not fit to be survivable. So, hearing that, a faction formed inside Vault 111, consisting of the security and the support staff, which engaged in mutiny to unseal the vault door and leave. Instead of letting security and support staff go, the Overseer doubled down and made the lockdown occur. He demanded all the staff to hand over the supplies such as food, weapons, and medicine. I'm going to read off the security terminal entries, and as referenced again, the war started on October 23rd, 2077, so here we go. First entry, October 23rd, 2077. God, it finally happened. The world's over. Barely got all the residents inside. Not everyone made it. Now it's just us and the icebergs. I don't get it. Eggheads try to explain to me that keeping them frozen is a big experiment for a better future or something. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to me that we're all smiling at them all the time before putting them on ice. Shouldn't we have told them something? December 25th, 2077, 63 days after the bombs fell, 117 until all supposed the all clear signal. Christmas underground. Got together with the rest of the security boys and support staff, and we had a little party. Best gift that got handed out was a fancy lad snack cake that wasn't too stale. None of the scientists came. Overseer wasn't there either. I just don't get them. They hiding something from us? Another company secret only for the higher ups? Whatever. Just a few more months till the all clear is supposed to come through. Then we can start rebuilding. March 14th, 2078. 142 days since the bombs fell. 38 days till supposed all clear signal. Only a few weeks left in our mandatory shelter period. Everyone's getting stir crazy. Some people are even saying the all clear signal is never coming. We just can't stay here that much longer, that's for sure. It's just not the fact that I've been staring at the same break room and bunk bed for over 6 months. It's the fact that we only have enough food left for another few months, tops. The Overseer keeps telling everyone to be patient, focus on work. He's definitely keeping us out of the loop. Something bad is going on, I just know it. April 23rd, 2078, 100 days since the bomb fell. 0 days till the supposed all-clear signal. The main door accessing the vault exit is malfunctioning. Now the only way out is through the Overseer's evacuation tunnel. How convenient for him. He has one assigned team watching his door into his office at all times from a little makeshift checkpoint. Got invited into a meeting tonight. Support staffers and security only. Sounds like I'm not the only one with axe to grind. And here's the last entry. It does not have a time associated with this. No all clear from Vault-Tec is coming. We need to leave. We're all out of food. I almost murdered Stanley for dropping a damn salt cracker on the floor. A handful of us confronted the Overseer by opening up the vault. I never knew a man that small could shout that loud. Now he's locked himself in his office along with the rest of the science staff. We're supposed to hand over any food, weapons, and medicine that we have by tonight, or there's going to be consequences. I've talked to everyone. It's time. One way or another, we're getting out of this vault. This is where the story ends from the terminal entries from the security terminals. But this isn't where the vault story ends just yet. Just the pre-war inhabitants other than the Overseer and the support staff. In 2227, the Institute discovered the vault's location. Alongside, there was an infant in the vault whose DNA was completely pure from post-war radiation. The Institute needed a source of pure human DNA to help develop the Gen 3 sets. This led to them to hire an agent to traverse the wasteland in the vault, since the Institute doesn't want a Commonwealth wasteland, rarely if ever, hence the reputation as the boogeyman as the Commonwealth. This agent's name was Conrad Kellogg. Kellogg and 2 Institute scientists were to go inside Vault 11 and retrieve the infant. However, the infant was in a cryostasis pod with one of his parents being the sole survivor's partner. When the sole survivor's partner cryopod opens, there's a tussle over Sean, and they end up being killed, and Sean gets kidnapped by the Kellogg and the Institute. The sole survivor is then put back into stasis again and awoken out of stasis 60 years later, leaving it be October 23rd, 2287. Later in the game, it was found out that it wasn't a malfunction in the cryopod like in the terminal. It was the sole survivor's son, Sean, from the Institute, letting his own parent out. But what happened to all the others? Well, if you look at the monitoring terminal, everyone except the sole survivor's family has died of asphyxiation due to life support failure. This is a total list of the rest of the dwellers in the cryopod that didn't survive. We have Mrs. and Mr. Callahan, Mrs. and Mr. Abel, Mr. Russell, Cindy Coffrin, Miss and Mr. Coffrin, Mr. and Mrs. Whitfield, and Mr. DiPietro are all victims of Vault-Tec's experimentation. In Dangerous Minds, we learn that Kellogg was instructed not to reactivate the life support for the other residents and to not release them. So that explains why all the other dwellers in the vault didn't survive after they came through and took Sean. So I mentioned earlier that this was the last of the vault security and support staff. Well, this is the Overseer's terminal. This is his side of the story. I'm going to list off a few of the terminal entries in the Overseer's terminal to finish our story of Vault 11. The first one is preparations before the Great War. The final staff orientation is complete. All but a few of the residents down in Sanctuary Hills have been enrolled, and several from Concord as well. Vault-Tec supervisors came this week to do a technical review with me. This vault is ready to open. I can only imagine what the wonders of our residents would get to witness. The motion of leaping forward in time. I almost wish I could join them and see the promise of our future realized. October 23rd, the day the bombs fell. It's happened. We are lucky that most of the staff was nearby when the early warning came through. We had less notice than expected, but only Nordhagen was missing when we sealed the entrance. Residents and minutes went smoothly. Everyone made it. Even the family that we waited till last minute. I was worried there would be more suspicion, but things happened so fast for these people. They must have been so overwhelmed to question the cryogenic pods. We got next one, system malfunction. Strange issue today with pod C3. Subject appeared to be having heart palpitations. Nothing life-threatening, usual. But we realized almost too late the pod was malfunctioning. The cryogenic array almost started thawing her out. We're not sure, but I may suspect a hiccup in Vault-Tec's remote override systems may have sent an errant signal. We'll have to keep an eye out. I only hope their systems are more reliable once we evacuate the staff. And next one, supplies running low. There's been no all clear signal yet, even though we're nearing the end of the 100-day mandatory shelter period. Supplies were never intended to last much more than that, and despite my best efforts, people are beginning to question what we're really doing down here. If people think we can just leave when the 100 days are up, they're insane. The radioactive exposures would still be potent enough to fry everyone if the vault seals were breached that early. The whole point of the all clear was to receive additional instructions from the main office. I don't know what to do. I can't open the vault. I can't expect other supplies to last forever. I just have to keep everything under control until the all clear. And here's the last one, mutiny. A faction led by the security personnel have turned on me, demanding they be allowed to leave the vault. Idiots. I will not open the door to be irradiated to death out there. I'm consolidating the remaining supplies, putting the staff on lockdown. We're going to have to start prioritizing who deserves what little food we have left. I've been too damn generous with the rations. If the people don't like it, well, there's fewer mouths to feed. That's the last terminal entry other than the evacuation tunnel opening message, but even without the dates on the entries, we can tell when these occur due to the securities terminals, the only really time basing we have. Vault 111 fell due to Vault-Tec not giving the overseer, scientists, support staff, and security enough resources to survive if it took longer than the 180 days. This vault was doomed from the beginning for the workers, but the residents were truly meant to live a decent life in the future when vault settles and radiation goes down. But what happened is a mystery. Based on the last log of the overseer and the security terminals, skeletons, and game mechanics, we have some different ideas to what happened to the staff of Vault 11. I have 3 theories. Theory 1, the vault security won and escaped the vault. So, the overseer's desk has 2 bullets behind it and a skeleton with a gun. It can be said that the security team opened up the door and all shot the overseer to kill him. The security team also faced resistance against the scientist. We see armored skeletons at the entrance of the vault, which could have been security or it could have been the scientists actually fighting back using the armor. The vault door either closed on its own like in gameplay mechanics, or a security team killed the only person who put away as it was closing. Theory 2, the security killed the overseer but failed at opening the vault door with the scientists there. Basically, the scientists stopped the security and it kind of just was a draw, but all of them died. And here's the last theory, least likely, but I've seen it out here. The overseer off himself and the rest of the vault staff fell the same fate. Theory 2, this is unlikely due to the fact that there was 2 gunshot holes in the wall rather than 1. So, that was Vault 11's lore, and that was the fall of the staff. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like the video and subscribe, as it takes research and image finding to do this work, and it takes a few days. I will make more videos soon. Have a nice day.